All the people of Canada that still want to claim her as their own. Here's a closer look at Genie Bouchard. One day, you're in Paris at Roland Garros, playing your tennis role model on center court at your first Grand Slam. Half a year later, you're the celebrated idol of millions around the world. In one memorable two-week stretch of good days in Melbourne, 19-year-old Genie Bouchard went from Canada's secret to global sweetheart and celebrity.
It's nice to hear, comments from people who just say good luck and that they're proud of me and things like that, and so that's really nice. And but I still need to focus on my tennis, and I'm still a long way from where I want to be.
She plays the game with an intensity and precision worthy of honorary military status.
And there's the Genie Army. Genie Bouchard has her followers. They sing songs for her. They've been following her from court to court to her practice. She loves it. She says it motivates her.
But off the court is quickly reduced to unassuming, run-of-the-mill teenage girl.
I just like to be a normal teenager. I like when I'm visiting my family, I like to just hang out with them as much as possible. I have 3 siblings, so we're a lot. And besides that, go to the mall, go to the movies with my friends.
If you could date anyone in the world of sport, of movies, I'm sorry, they asked me to say this. Who would you date? Justin Bieber? Okay, Justin. It's fine. Justin, if you're watching. Hey.
I respect him. He came from being from a small town boy to, the most popular teenager on the planet, and he has talent, and I respect him, and he'll mature.
And while the tennis world may just be getting to know her, this meteoric rise to prominence is deeply rooted in a love for the game that began 14 years ago, and a work ethic that has clearly led her to this moment.
The main thing that I remember is just the hours and hours on the practice court and just missing kind of a normal life, a much smaller social life than most kids and then teenagers and things like that. And just being away from my family as well. I went to go train in Florida for 3 years, so I was away from home for a little bit. But, it's all been worth it, and I think I've been able to maintain a little bit of a normal life when I don't play.
Still, she suddenly finds herself in great demand, which no doubt feels very familiar to Chris Evert, who before entering the argument for Best Women's Player Ever, was once a teenage phenom herself.
She reminded me of me in temperament, not in her game, because she's obviously physically stronger and she's got a bigger serve, bigger weapons, but just her composure on the court and her attitude. And it's just very mature beyond her years, and that reminds me of me, because that's the way I was. And it really helped me to win, and I think it's going to serve her well also.
I mean, everything she was saying, I was kind of just trying to learn from it and absorb everything she was saying, and, she gave me a lot of compliments as well. She said I reminded her of herself, which is obviously a huge compliment, and I think she was a great champion, and someone who has done so much in tennis, and I think it's so interesting that she's still so interested in tennis, even though she retired a long time ago.
After a Grand Slam semifinal, a climb to 19th in the WTA singles rankings, and a photo shoot for the newest issue of Flair magazine, Genie Bouchard has a lot on her plate. But up next, the chance to lead Canada to a Fed Cup win over Serbia in front of her hometown fans who she loves to play for.
For me, it's just so fun and motivating. It's important. I think some players maybe feel more pressure when the crowd is for them, but for me, I love it. I think it just helps support me, and I just kind of want to show, them how good I can play and things like that, and it's just great being here.
While she loves her hometown, is very proud of it, she also added that, boy, it's cold here. I need